yellow and red polka dot. What's up, guys? Jared DeVries here with DeVries Outdoors. I'm up here in the mountains today and gonna go do some exploring and check out some lakes, try to do some fishing. None of them I've ever tried before, so this will be first time. We are getting into October, so getting more into the fall time. And it hasn't snowed yet, but I think it's gonna start snowing probably in the next couple weeks. It's actually supposed to rain today. I might get rained on, and if that happens, then oh well, it'll be fun. The clouds are creating some pretty cool looking mist over the mountains. I'm just coming up to this first lake. This is really mushy over here. My boots are technically waterproof, but I still don't want to go stepping into nasty swamp type stuff. Sometimes what you'll find in some of these lakes is this grass over here, it looks like it's ground, but it's actually it's just a growth that's actually floating on the water, and if you step on it, it'll actually sink. I don't know if that's what this is, but I've been to some lakes up here that have had that, and it feels like a giant waterbed. I'm gonna maybe cautiously test this out. You gonna see how this part kind of shakes? So this whole thing isn't actually floating, but it seems like the edge of it is maybe a little bit. I have no idea if there's any fish in this lake. This is a very small one. This lake is called Beth Lake. I'll give it a few casts, but we're gonna go to some larger lakes, and so I'm not gonna spend too long here if nothing happens. It looks like this lake's pretty shallow. Another problem that you run into with these really small, shallow lakes is that oftentimes they get winter kill, right? So in the wintertime, the lake will entirely freeze. So obviously there's no place for the fish to go. So you end up having some of these lakes that just have nothing in them. This lake does have a name. A lot of the winter kill lakes won't have any names. This lake does have one, right, as I mentioned earlier. And so I would think that maybe there are fish in here, but my guess is there's probably not a lot. I am seeing some evidence that other people have fished this lake. I see a little bobber over here in the water. Little orange bobber. The next one I want to move to is maybe a quarter mile over this way. So we'll be there in a few minutes. I passed a lot of RVs and people with ATVs on the way up here. I know that the deer hunt is in October. I don't remember what the exact date is, but I think there's a lot of deer hunters up here. Might have been something I should have checked before I left. Brought a little bit of orange with me. This is all really mucky, mushy stuff. Oh man, I'm out of breath. Whew. I haven't even gone that far. I've been trying to exercise more, but yeah, this higher elevation, less oxygen, it'll wear you out. It'll make you tired. Oh, I got barbed wire right here. This must be for the cows, I think. I wonder if there's a way through this barbed wire somewhere. And there's a part of the fence up here that's kind of bent over. I'm gonna see if I can cross over right here. I can probably make this jump carefully. Alright, here we are, Haystack Lake. There should definitely be fish in here. Yep, there's one. I just saw surface over there. I don't know if a spinner's the best thing to be using right now. I just don't want to go to the effort of putting on a fly. So I'm going to start with a spinner. If it doesn't work out, I'll put on a fly because I do want to catch something today. This is all pretty shallow over here. One of the hard parts of fishing where it's really shallow is you run the risk of getting snagged pretty easily, obviously. So I'm going to try this spot and Hopefully I don't get stuck. A couple of the things you can do to make sure you don't get snagged when you're fishing shallow water. If you're fishing something that sinks underneath the water like a spinner, make sure that when you cast, you flip your bail very quickly and you immediately start reeling. That way it doesn't really have time to sink. And one of the other things you can do is keep your rod tip up. So as you're reeling, the lure will be more pointed up and it'll just keep it more towards the top of the water. No takers here yet. I'm gonna move around. When I tell you, it's easy to get snagged. The fish freaking jumped like right next to where I got snagged. Oh, I might be putting on a fly pretty soon. Oh, that's annoying. I really hate getting snagged. Oh, there we go. I got it. Alright, well, this isn't doing anything for me, so I guess I'm gonna put on a fly. Okay, so there's some guys on the other side of the lake, and one of them's wearing hunter's orange, so yeah, I'm pretty sure the deer hunt's going on right now. I probably should have brought something orange, like an orange beanie or something, but oh well. Alright, I got my fly tied on there. So, the way that I fish a fly, I fish it with a spinning rod, and the way I do it's probably considered a sin by some people, but you know what? I've caught probably thousands of fish at this point off of this setup, so you know what, like, it's a fly on a spinning rod. If you don't like it, then whatever, you know, do whatever you want to do. I do what works for me, okay? So maybe in another video I'll show exactly how I tie it and everything. Just gotta try different methods, different speeds, different action. You know, give it a bump, let it sit, maybe do a steady slow reel, let it sit again, maybe reel a little bit faster, give it a big tug. You know, you gotta mess around until you find what it is that they want. I keep seeing fish surface over here, so they're going at, oh, I think I just had a hit. Oh yeah, there he is. There, I got him. He's right there. Well, that didn't take long. Black gnat for the win. I'm telling you guys, I've caught so many fish on this setup. And again, like, anyone watching this that's like an avid fly fisherman, and you're looking at this like, oh, you can't use a bubble fly on a spin rod. You know what? Like, just go take a hike and fish the way you want to fish, man. Like, this is so easy. I caught so many fish on this, okay? Let's check this out. It looks like a brook trout. Oh yeah, yep, definitely a brook trout. Oh, that's sweet. There he is. Nice brook trout. Man, I'm not keeping fish today, but if I was, this guy would taste real good. It's kind of making me hungry, to be honest. There he goes. Let's get another one. I got another one. 2 casts, 2 fish. Number 2. Another nice brookie. Oh, he's got spunk. This is a bigger one than the last one. Oh yeah, man, if I was keeping fish, that one would be a keeper right there. Look at that. That's awesome. Thanks, buddy. The other nice thing about flies in shallow water is you don't get snagged. So that's really nice. Oh. There he is. Took a few minutes to get that one. It's another brook trout. Thought it was something else for a second. Ta-da! Thanks, buddy. That's what we came here for, guys. Sweet. That's number 3. So there's 2 more lakes that I want to try fishing. They're a little farther up here. So I'm going to get going. Oh, I got to change my battery. My battery's about to die. Alright, I got the battery changed. I couldn't get that battery out for some reason. I had to claw it out with my Leatherman, so that's a little bit concerning. The little tag on the battery that was to grab to pull the battery out, it ripped off. So that was strange. I'm not sure why that happened. Anyways, as I was saying, there's 2 other lakes that I want to go fish today, and I don't have a ton of time, so I'm gonna probably walk around the other side, maybe try a few more casts at this lake, and then go ahead and head up to those other 2 lakes. I have to say, one of the other nice things about being up here in October is most of the people around, I think they are deer hunters right now. But there is nobody else out here fishing the lake. It's just me. All I've seen is the couple other guys on the other side of the lake wearing their hunter orange. And that's it. So basically I had this place to myself, which is really nice. I definitely don't mind fishing with people or around people, but I definitely prefer to be undisturbed. And I've kind of found that generally the fishing is better the less people there are. So look at this. See this area over here? Look at all of this. Lots of burned logs everywhere, lots of ash. So I think it's the Forest Service that's in charge of this place, but what they do is they come up here and they do these controlled burns to try and decrease the amount of basically tinder that's everywhere. It's a fire prevention and a fire control tactic that they use. Yeah, I'm guessing that if I was here in the summertime, there'd be a whole bunch of people around here. I think this is one of the really popular lakes to go backpacking to. I want to take my kids somewhere backpacking where I know for sure that we can at least catch a fish and cook it on the fire. I don't want to take them to a dead lake. Don't get me wrong, just camping in the woods can be fun, but I don't know, just gotta have the fishing, man. You know? It's one of those skills that you have to learn and develop. Oh, what is this? There's a fish over here. I don't know what it's doing. I think that's the fin of a fish right there. Wonder if it's like a fish that's stuck, or maybe it's diseased or something. I think it's a fish that's just like attacking that little piece of vegetation for some reason. That's really weird. Let's see if I can catch him. It's definitely not stuck. I think I might have scared it. It's gone now. Okay, well that was really weird. I don't know what that was all about. Anyways, let's see what direction I gotta go. Get to those other lakes. I'm gonna check my GPMs. Looks like I need to head that way. Right towards the very ominous looking clouds. See, we got the sun coming out for a minute. Won't be here very long though. When I was looking at the Google Maps, I noticed there's a little bit of a rock fall up here around this other lake. So I'm gonna try to angle myself so I go around most of it, so I don't have to climb through as much. One thing's for sure, gotta go uphill. Here's the boulder field I was looking out for, right up here. And the way I need to go is straight through it, so this'll be fun. Well, I think I can see the lake over there though, so it's not too far. Just gotta be careful when you're boulder hopping. You can fall and break a leg or twist an ankle real easy, and if that happens out here, ooh, that's dangerous. So I'm just gonna be careful, but also boulder hopping is kind of fun. Some swampy water. You know, it's not that far through the boulder field, but it feels like a long way. Look at all that. Need some rocks? Take your pick. One thing I'm grateful for though, is that this is all pretty flat terrain wise, so at least I'm not going uphill in a rock field. That would suck. This is Azure Lake. Oh, that was fun. Got a little bit of a breeze. Then I'm gonna wander over to this one side over here, so I'm not as exposed to the wind. It'll be a little easier to cast too. I apologize for the wind. I wanted to bring my mic that had the windproof muff on it, but I couldn't find my adapter this morning to plug it into the camera, so I'm just using the mic on the camera itself. I gotta figure out what happened to the adapter. It looks pretty shallow over here on this side. I'm gonna give it a go. The wind seems to be coming through in gusts. I haven't seen any surface action yet, but when there's wind creating a little bit of chop on the water, that can be a little harder to tell. Let's try it out. Oh, there's one. Whoa! Whoa, check that out! Well, confirmation, there are fish in here. It's a nice tiger trout. He's got some acrobatics. Look at that guy. Sweet. Looks like a nice tiger. Lower the camera down here. Look at this guy. Look at this tiger trout, man. That's awesome, dude. Oh, that's so cool. Alright, I gotta let him go. Oh, and there he goes. Destroyed my fly. Dude, look what he did to my fly. Can you see that? Can you see that hook? Oh my gosh. Totally demolished my black gnat. I know like the focus doesn't work good on these action cameras to see real close, but my hook is totally janky. I gotta put on a new one. Oh man, guys, I cannot get over the size of that tiger trout. That was awesome. Totally destroyed my fly, and the hook was bent way out of shape. I just tied on a new one, so I'm gonna give it another go. And I'm wondering if maybe I should not have revealed the name of this lake. If not, people are gonna look it up and come here. If there's a trail here, I was dumb enough not to figure out where the trail is, so I just bushwhacked it on over here. But ooh, if there's more fish like that, I'm gonna have to come back here more often. I guess the one thing about the fly I just put on now, it's technically the same fly, but it's a smaller size. I don't know if that's gonna affect the visibility. So the one I had on before was a little bit bigger. So I don't know, maybe it won't matter. I can see him, he's swimming after the bubble. It's another tiger trout, I think. Need him to see my fly. The wind blew over the camera. It's completely changed directions for no reason. Oh, that's wonderful. I have to say, of all the weather elements that you can experience in the outdoors, the number one element that I hate the most is the wind. Bar none. I take the rain, I take the snow, I take anything, but I hate the wind. You know, watching that tiger trout go after the bubble makes me wonder if I should put something on the bubble. Because at the bubble there's just a swivel and you can clip on another hook or another fly or something. Well, I keep seeing them come up and come after it, and they've missed it. They've been missing the fly. I've done that a couple times. I kind of want to stay here and keep fishing this lake, but there's one more lake I want to check out too, and I don't have a ton of time. So I'm probably going to head over to that other lake, give it a go, and if it's any kind of decent, maybe I'll fish there for a little bit. If not, maybe I'll just come right back to this one. The other lake is literally just right next to this one. So I just got to walk over to the other side, and then it's just like, I don't know, probably less than like 50 feet away from it. So. All right, here's the other lake. It's right over here. You can see it there. I told you the names of the other lakes, so I may as well tell you the name of this one, but this one is Rock Lake, which seems like a very fitting name. Surrounded by rocks. Oh, look, there's some fishermen down here. Wow, a lake where I'm not the only person. That's crazy. This lake is small. In fact, you can tell that it's really low water level because you can see the coloration change in the rocks. You can see the line where the water would be if it was full. You see this these dark rocks over here. That's where the water would normally come up to. So the water is washed out the color basically of these rocks. See where the rocks turn kind of the normal white-ish color? That's where the water does not reach. So all this dark rock over here has been washed out. So it's actually a bit of a rock field to get over to this lake. Oh, it's it's really small. This is very low water. I wonder if there's anything in here. So there's some guys fishing it, so probably something. Pretty cool place though. Feels nice and secluded up against the cliff wall over here. Question is there any fish in it? Alright guys, well, there might be fish in here, there might not be, but I'm not seeing anything that's convincing me. So it looks like, you know, there's evidence of other people that have fished it. Obviously there's a couple guys over there on the other side that are fishing, but haven't seen any surface action, haven't seen anything following or taking interest in my line. And yeah, you know, maybe there's fish in here. But I don't want to stay here that long because I kind of want to go back to the other lake where I got the huge tiger trout. But this is super, super pretty place. And yeah, really, really cool vibe. As I was showing you a little bit of the scenery around here. I really like the look of the cliff. And you know, it makes me wonder. There's really not much vegetation around this lake. It's really all just rocks. It's all boulders. And you know, there's bugs that obviously live in the rocks and stuff, but I can't help but wonder if there's not much of a food source in this lake because there's not much vegetation around. But I could be wrong. I don't know. It's just a guess. Oh, Rock Lake, you were very pretty, but not very good fishing. You know, I was thinking by this point I would have got rained on, but I've been lucky. Back to the tiger trout lake. Can you hear that? Gunshots. Ah, another one. Really going at it. Wonder if there's a bunch of them or if they just kept missing over and over. Boom, 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 boom. I can't say anything because I had a chance at a really nice buck and I missed like 5 times in a row. So yeah. You know, someday I'll get a deer and I'll be cool. I love being outside. It's like medicine for the soul. I was talking with some friends last night and they just found out about the YouTube channel, so if they're watching then they know who they are. We're talking about therapy and they're trying to convince me that maybe I should go to therapy. I just have to say this is my therapy. This is my retreat. This is my happy place. Give me a little time up here. I'll be right as rain. Oh man, look at this campsite area. This looks amazing. Look at all this flat ground for tents. This nice fire pit over here. Somebody's been making chairs out of these rocks. Check that out. Man, you gotta give this rock a try. Look at that chair, it's got a backrest and everything. Oh man, that's nice. I could get used to doing this a lot more. This is the view from the chair. Look at that. That's awesome. Well, I got maybe another 30 minutes to burn before I gotta head out of here. So I'm gonna try and catch another fish before I gotta go. Finally, got him. Finally got him. Cool tiger trout. Oh yeah, it's a nice fish. Well, that's good. Just in time to call it quits. I think that other side over there is like really shallow, and I just had no action over there. So I've been working my way back towards where I caught the first one, and still hasn't been very fast fishing, but I started getting bites, and I finally caught that tiger just now, which is nice. So it's good. I wanted to catch one more. Maybe I'll shoot a little more footage down below, but I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the camera so I can focus on hiking my butt out of here. Yeah, maybe when I pass by Beth Lake again, I'll throw the fly in again and see by chance if there's something in there. Hey, so I decided to throw my fly back into Beth Lake when I got back to it, because I just fished with the spinner this morning and there was no luck on it. And what do you know? I got a fish, Beth Lake, little brook trout. I'll show you. There he is. So Beth Lake does have fish in it. Ta-da! He's just a little guy. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a ton of fun making it. It's been awesome to go explore these lakes, and it's been very quiet, very serene, and I hope I can come back soon. The winter's gonna come pretty quickly here, so probably not a lot of opportunity for the rest of this year, but next year definitely. If you like this content, please like and subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Until then, take care, stay safe. We'll see ya.